Press Secretary to the President, Dr. Manoj Kumar Mohapatra, Ambassador of India to Romania, and Srimati Alpana Dubey, Joint Secretary, Southern Europe, Ministry of External Affairs. I would now request Secretary West to brief media on the Honorable Rashtrapati's visit to Romania.
Good afternoon, everybody. My colleagues, distinguished members of the media, welcome to this official special media briefing. As you are aware, at the invitation of the President of Romania, Honorable Rashtrapati is on a state visit to Romania. This is the third leg of a three-nation visit, which included Moldova and North Macedonia. This visit is of great significance, as it is the first state visit by an Indian president to Romania in more than 3 decades. The previous visit from India took place in 1994. The visit reaffirms the importance that India attaches to its partnership with Romania and will impart fresh momentum to our bilateral engagement, our engagement with the European Union, as well as collaboration at the multilateral fora. The visit opens a new chapter in India-Romania relations. Yesterday, Honorable Rashtrapati Ji was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Romania on her arrival at the Bucharest airport. Yesterday evening, Honorable Droupadi ji was received by His Excellency the President and was accorded a ceremonial state welcome at the Presidential Palace. Both the presidents held one-to-one and delegation-level talks. They discussed and reviewed bilateral cooperation in a broad range of sectors, including trade and investment, defense, renewable energy, digital technologies, science and technology, IT, critical minerals, fertilizers, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, education, sports, culture and mobility. Honorable Rashtrapati Ji thanked the government of Romania for the support extended for evacuation of Indian students from Ukraine in 2022. You remember the Operation Ganga, which was undertaken by Government of India. The two presidents expressed confidence that the bilateral trade continues to grow and is expected to grow further with the conclusion of the India-European Union Free Trade Agreement, and both sides agreed to work towards doubling the bilateral trade over the next 3 years. Defense cooperation is emerging as an important area of bilateral partnership. Both sides welcomed the growing interaction between their respective defense establishments, including recent meeting of the Joint Committee of Defense Cooperation earlier this year, in May this year. There is huge scope to further strengthen collaboration in defense manufacturing, industrial collaboration, defense technologies, maritime security, cyber security, etc. Several Indian companies are exploring opportunities for co-development and co-production in defense sector, including in civil and defense aeronautics and next generation drone technologies. Another important area is the bilateral economic cooperation. The joint economic committee meeting was held later last year. During the meeting, both sides have discussed economic cooperation and also possibility of Indian skilled professionals to work in Romania in view of the increasing demand here. Accordingly, the two sides are working towards finalization of mobility partnership agreement for movement of skilled professionals for mutual benefit. This was in fact one of the important topics of detailed discussion during the delegation level talks with the Prime Minister level here today. As India and Romania prepare to celebrate 80 years of diplomatic relations in 2028, both sides have agreed to observe the occasion as the India-Romania Year of Innovation. 3 MOUs were signed in the presence of the two presidents. A program on cooperation, POC, on science and technology for the year 2026-2029 between the National Authority for Research of Romania and the Department of Science and Technology of India, which envisages implementation of joint projects in the field of natural sciences, engineering and technology, medical and health sciences, and agricultural sciences. Second, an MOU on establishment of a chair, India Chair, or ICCR Chair in Indian Studies at the University of Bucharest, signed to further strengthen academic cooperation and promote Indian language and culture. Third, an MOU in the field of sports between the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports and the National Sport Agency of Romania. As you are aware, Romania has expertise in the field of sports, particularly in gymnastics and swimming, and there is good scope for collaboration in training. Both the presidents also discussed cooperation in the fight against global terrorism. As you are aware, Romania had supported India in its fight against terrorism and strongly condemned the Pahalgam terror attacks. Both sides also discussed cooperation in digital public infrastructure. Honorable Droupadi invited Romania to explore accepting Indian Unified Payments Interface UPI, which would be beneficial for both trade and tourism promotion. Honorable Droupadi announced that doubling of high-tech training slots for Romania, including offering specialized programs in artificial intelligence. In addition, Romanian diplomats were invited to participate in the forthcoming professional course for foreign diplomats at the Sushma Swaraj Institute of Foreign Science, focusing on artificial intelligence and cyber diplomacy. Romania is already a member of the International Solar Alliance, an India-led multilateral initiative. There is ongoing cooperation under this framework. Honorable President also invited Romania to join India's other flagship multilateral initiatives, including the CDRI, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and the Global Biofuels Alliance, reflecting the growing convergence between our two countries on sustainable development priorities. On behalf of the people of India, Honorable President presented a bust of Mahatma Gandhi to the people of Romania through the President of Romania. President also hosted a state banquet in honor of Honorable Droupadi. Today, Honorable President met the Prime Minister of Romania and discussed all aspects of bilateral engagement, including in various areas between India and Romania, and also India and EU. Both spoke about the progress in India-EU partnership, including the FTA, which was agreed to earlier this year, and how that would further contribute in building our partnership. Together, both the presidents jointly addressed the India-Romania Business Forum, which was also addressed by the Foreign Minister and the Economy Ministers of Romania. The forum had participation of business representatives of leading companies of India and Romania. I believe around 200 businessmen from both sides were present at the occasion, including around 40 Indian companies. More than 40 Indian businessmen were present. The focus of the deliberations at the Business Forum was enhancing collaborations in 3 Ts: trade, technology, tourism, and of course, talent. Honorable Droupadi, as I said, is accompanied by a business delegation led by FICCI, CII, and ASSOCHAM, representing various sectors like agriculture, AI, IT, cyber security, capital goods, consulting, defense, drones and aerospace, e-commerce and exports, healthcare and pharma, hospitality, manufacturing, metals and steels, technical, is the mic on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. Travel and tourism. Romania, being a member of the European Union, it offers a huge scope for Indian companies to produce for the domestic as well as for the broader European market. With the presence of around 1,000 Indian companies in Romania. As you know, around 500 and more than 500 companies directly registered in Romania, and another 500 registered in other European countries but operating operations in Romania. It will create long-term opportunities for more collaboration. The conclusion of the India-EU FTA and adoption of the India-EU towards 2030, a joint comprehensive strategic agenda identifying important areas of cooperation like sustainability, technology and innovation, security and defense connectivity, all defense and connectivity, these are important areas, would be a game changer in enhancing the trade and investment ties with the EU, including with Romania. We look forward to active engagement with all the countries, all the EU countries, for India to, in our march towards becoming a Vikasit Bharat, a developed country by 2047. In this Amrit Kal journey, we look forward to working with each of these countries, working with Europe too, in that journey, looking at them as reliable partners for India. Honorable President also interacted with the leadership of the Romanian Parliament, including the President of the Senate and the President of the Chambers of Deputies, along with the members of the India-Romania Parliamentary Friendship Group. The Honorable President also paid homage at the tomb of the unknown soldier today. Later today, Honorable Rashtrapati will visit the Bucharest University of Economic Studies. It's a renowned university as one of the leading and most prestigious higher education institutions in Romania and Eastern Europe. This evening, Honorable Rashtrapati will also visit the National Village Museum and plant a tree under the Ek Bird Ma Ke Naam initiative. Tomorrow will be the last day of the state visit, when Honorable Rashtrapati will interact with the Indian community and Friends of India in Romania. As you are aware, Romania is a key Black Sea state and has emerged as an important logistics and connectivity hub. Due to the geostrategic location, transport and energy corridors, Romania is keen to position themselves as a gateway for Indian businesses to the wider European region. Overall, the visit marked an important milestone, a new chapter in India-Romania relationship, underscoring our shared commitment to build a modern, forward-looking and comprehensive partnership. The state visit of Honorable Rashtrapati to the three countries, to Moldova, North Macedonia and Romania, is significant from the point of view of enhancing India's engagement with the Central and Eastern Europe and also Europe at large. Honorable Rashtrapati has invited the President of Romania to visit India at a mutually convenient date. I think I'll conclude here and would be happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Sir, I'm Aditya Srivastava from DD India. Defense cooperation between India and Romania has grown in recent years. What we can expect more in future in this sector?
Sir, I am Ashwini Srivastava from PTI. What are some of the key takeaways or deliverables from this visit? And if you can elaborate, was there any discussion between the two sides on having direct connectivity between New Delhi and Bucharest?
Sir, my name is Dr. Somesh Patel, DT India. Sir, what are the economic opportunities in Romania?
Sir, actually, India and Romania is going to celebrate 80 years of diplomatic relationship. As President Murmu also mentioned that this is going to be celebrated as a year of innovation. Anything you would like to say, any broad framework?
I'll take these questions and then see how it goes forward. Yes, defense cooperation. As you are aware, we are putting a lot of efforts in indigenous production of defense in recent years. We are focusing on two major corridors, defense corridors in India, one in the south and one in the north. And there has been huge progress in our collaboration with many of our partner countries, including from some of the European countries. And Romania is one of those countries which we are looking at having more collaboration in the defense sector, which I mentioned about the drone technology, aerospace. There are some of these areas which we are looking at. There has been significant progress. I don't want to get into the specific companies which are engaged in this collaboration and cooperation, but I can assure you that in our in coming months you will see that more deeper engagement between our two countries in the defense sector. There has already been a joint committee meeting which was held, which identified areas of cooperation. So it's a work in progress, and we will be seeing significant progress there. Second question on the key takeaways. One, I mentioned about the 3 MOUs which we have signed. Second, we are looking into a comprehensive partnership in which fully utilizing the significant engagement now we have with the European Union also to reflect on our bilateral engagement. So it's a new chapter. We can say the visit opens a new chapter in the relationship. One looking at doubling the trade, which is again significant. But one emphasis I would again put here on the 3 T's which I highlighted earlier. One, trade, of course, doubling the trade, then more investment. There are already 1,000 Indian companies engaged in Romania, which is significant. 560 Indian companies are registered in Romania, and another 500 companies which are registered in other European countries have their operations in India. So we can see the momentum in our business trade engagement. Technology. There are certain niche technologies which is available in Romania with the company, so there is more collaboration with the companies would help us to have more engagement in the technology field, particularly in technology transfer as well. So that is another area. And then tourism, I would also cover the question on the connectivity which was raised about. Yes, in fact, I would like to mention that all the 3 countries which Honorable Droupadi visited, there was a proposal from the host country about how to build this connectivity, particularly in terms of air connectivity, because there is as you are aware, Indians are these days, into tourism. A lot of tourists travel to India and also from India. So, and one of the reasons is the interest in Indian movies in these countries. So there is this growing interest for every country to get Indian tourists and also Indian students. So trade, technology, and tourism, and of course talent. That we are already, I'm told that around 20,000 Indians in Romania, which is a significant number. So that is also another reason why this growing interest for direct air connectivity is coming out. But it is in our wish list. It is still a work in progress. I would leave it at that. But let me touch upon the human resources. There is a huge interest for Indian human resources in Romania. In fact, in the talks, it came up. Both the president and the prime minister mentioned about how important is the contributions of the Indians who are working here. So they were very appreciative of the quality and sincerity and dedication and commitment of the Indians who are working in Romania. So looking forward to more Indians coming and working here. We emphasized, India is a country with 60% of its country are youth, highly skilled youth who are contributing in India's progress, and also is skilled, which is contributing in other countries' economic progress as well. So the focus was on 3 T's as well. Now let me move on to the economic opportunities. As I said, there has been it's a major aspect of relationship and various sectors. You have seen the number of companies which participated in today's economic forum. with representing almost every sphere of bilateral economic engagement was represented here, which is again a work in progress. On the question related to the 80th year of anniversary, which will be celebrated as India-Romania Year of Innovation. See, if you look at it in our engagement with Europe, innovation has emerged as a major aspect. Recently, we have held the TTC, the Trade Technology Council with the European Union. Again, innovation is an important aspect. So both at every level, cooperation in innovation at the startup level, at our science institutes level, our universities level. So there's a lot of focus on innovation and technology. So we thought it is very important to continue to focus on innovation, and in the 80th anniversary, this would be an important theme of the celebrations, focusing more on how to have more exchanges, how to learn from the best practices, and organizing various events in both the countries. So Ambassador will work out with the host government a program of action and how to celebrate it, and then we will work towards implementing it. Thank you. No, we have invited them to join these two. They are already a member of ISA, International Solar Alliance, and we are having progress in our engagement in that. The other two, we are discussing how to proceed with that. Thank you.
Sir, what step will be taken by the India and Romania for double trade in next 3 years? Is there any talks?
See, we have the framework in place, and with the FTA in place, there is every possibility of more opportunities for the businesses to engage. What we are looking at is, like, with the framework in place, it's very important for the businesses of the both countries to engage closely. There need to be more business delegations from here to India, more from India to Romania, more interaction, so that our embassies from both sides will work. And also you have seen the interest shown by the chambers of both sides, FICCI, CII, and ASOCHAM were here today. You would also see that more engagement with the states of India, where the businesses are located. So there could be more business-driven engagement you would see in coming months.
Any further questions?
So,
no? Okay. As I see, sir, there is no further questions. So, sir, with your permission, I would like to conclude this press briefing. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
thank you very much.